Sure. So, I had just been elected governor of Maryland, just was sworn in. I'd only been governor for 5 months. And I was on our first trade mission to Korea, China, and Japan. And we'd been really busy going through a year-long campaign, our first legislative session. Had been working day and night. I had no idea I was really sick, but I started to have some aches and pains. And on this trip, I started to feel a little run down, but I was okay. But I noticed a lump in my throat, and I thought I better check this out. And so I went to the doctor as soon as we got back, and the first primary care physician sent me to another doctor, sent me to another doctor, and I ended up having three doctors after doing a bunch of CAT scans. Walk into the room together, which I said can't be a good sign when three doctors that you don't know walk into the room.
Mm.
And they said, we have some bad news to share with you, Governor. And they said, you have very advanced and aggressive cancer. We found about 50 some tumors from your neck to your groin. And we're going to have to set you up with a specialist oncologist right away. And, it's a pretty advanced and aggressive cancer. And I was frankly stunned. My first doctor said, didn't think it was anything to worry about. It's probably just a benign cyst of some kind, fluid in my lymph node in my neck. But then I heard this shocking news, and it set off a whole series of things. This was Father's Day weekend, Friday of Father's Day weekend. My very first thought was not, really about being afraid of what was going to happen to me. But I think it's probably what so many other cancer patients go through. My first thought was of my family. How am I going to tell my wife? My three daughters were coming to visit for Father's Day weekend. I was going to break that news to them. And then my dad, who was 80 at the time, was coming over for Father's Day weekend. And it doesn't matter how old you get. I was still his little boy. And he took it almost tougher than anybody. But it was, group hug, a little tears. And I told everybody it was going to be okay. And then, I had to then break the news to my staff who had worked so hard and just was getting started on our administration, and break it to the 6 million people of Maryland who had just put their faith and trust in me to help run the state. And I was trying to be as open and honest and transparent as I could possibly be with all the people of the state. And they kind of went through and shared the whole cancer battle with me.